Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. This is, of course, a taped show, not live, because I have a wonderful guest with me, Mr. Pepper Parks.
Thank you.
How are you? You're the first two-time guest.
This is my first time?
On the show,
right.
Which is nice. We're in Napanee, Ontario, on our way to Messina, New York, which is the home, of course, as everyone knows, of Otis the Drunk from the Andy Griffith Show. So let's take a quick look at the underwear. It's understated today, because I feel like we're doing a lot. A lot's going on, so I feel like I would keep it.
Yeah.
What about you? What are you packing there?
Briefs.
He's a Calvin's guy.
Kelvin.
Get this guy a sponsorship. Huh? Yep. Isn't that nice?
Thank you.
Okay, and the coffee here is, of course, I have like a little percolator here that I'm going to turn on to make the water. We've all made hotel coffee before, but I brought my French press. Let me get the plug in the thing. There we are. I brought the French press here, and a wonderful woman from Cleveland, or from Ohio, named Michelle, got me this, sent me this. Columbia San Fermin, bright, tropical, and complex, kind of like yourself. Notes of sweet plum, cherry, and milk chocolate with a smooth acidity.
Nice.
So can you open it for me? And then we will get started here. This is fun. Did you familiar with this? Are you familiar with it? You're a big guy. Make sure it doesn't go all over the place. You're smooth and complex. So, okay. And I don't have the scoop. I lost the scooper. I don't know if you've been watching the episodes. I lost the scooper. See? What does that smell like?
Tropical.
Smoothness, and then
tropical
complexity.
Okay.
All right. And we're going to just eyeball it now. It's enough for you and I. That should be, right?
Uh-huh.
And you started, and your wife, your lady friend there, started French pressing.
She does the French press. I still haven't gotten it done.
Because they did the show here.
Mm-hmm.
So let me get this going.
Is that for the water?
That is for the water. So the water is in the percolator. It'll heat, and then the hot water will come out, and then we can press this bad boy.
How many episodes have you done now?
I don't know. I think 20, 25 maybe. And you have, unfortunately, a paper cup.
That's it.
I have a swell mug that this Michelle lady got me. It says, RJ, thanks for the entertainment.
That's from a fan?
Much love. Yeah, isn't that nice? And it says, you're impressive, and it's got a French press. It's good branding.
Yeah, I like that.
But I am making mugs that'll say, hey, what are you, buddy, a piece of shit or something? So.
You said those are selling well, right? T-shirts?
Come in. So, at any rate, it's good. Messina will be fun.
It's your show.
What
are you guys doing?
Yes!
We're doing the show. We do a...
Huh?
See? There you...
Just this coffee and underwear thing?
RJ makes coffee. Do you want to...
You want coffee?
I mean, you kind of on the show.
I busted your set.
Yeah.
Can I leave my shirt on?
Sure.
Can I have coffee?
Yeah. Do you
have...
There it is. All right. Wow.
We got it in full view.
Wow. There's a good...
Looking good.
That's a gift. Wow. All right.
What's going on?
That's a gift.
Wow, I'm going to be canceled.
What does it stream on? Podcast?
What?
Podcast?
Facebook Live.
Nobody watches that. What's going on?
So,
I didn't shave. I should have known.
Thanks for joining us.
No, you look
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, great legs.
If you're not...
I don't train legs. I haven't trained legs in about 10 years.
Do you have bad knees?
Bad everything. My body is just breaking down.
What's your best body part?
I have this arm left.
Okay.
There it is.
And my money maker, but I'm not going to show that.
Oh, I see what it
This
is.
Facebook.
Yes.
I have no clue your demographic of this show.
Pretty wide-ranging.
Explain the demographic to us.
Men who are interested in culture.
The coffee pot is...
The coffee is leaking. Oh, God. Is it even going? It's coming. It's going.
Bring an ECW person on your show.
Oh, God. Great. So the coffee... Don't worry about it. It's going.
Uh-oh.
It's happening.
Is that water over there normal?
Let's just
I
drink...
don't know. Can I use your towel?
Sure.
All right. This is...
Let's just drink...
Pepper's
eat the coffee grinds.
Towel here. We could do
Hardcore,
that.
real hardcore.
What do we got?
We'll let it settle. We got this here. Let me read this to you. Bright, tropical, and complex. Sounds like someone you know.
Yep.
Notes of sweet plum cherry and milk chocolate with a smooth acidity.
For any of you coffee connoisseurs,
Yeah.
I too like to smell my coffee if it's a brand new one. Nice. What happened? You went dark?
Oh, we went. No, it dims the screen. But look, we're fun. They're not going to see that. So you've ruined everything.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Did you? Very small butt.
he's onto something.
But in like a fun commercial way, or like a oh, that's sad. Is he okay with everything?
Like a young child.
That's good.
And you have giant feet.
And I have giant feet, size 14.
Whoa.
Yeah, feet.
Wow.
And I feel like it hampered me as a young child. There's a lot I was not able to do.
Nice. Do you know I've never had a cup of coffee till I was 40?
That's what's gonna happen. You had coffee like real late, right?
Yeah.
Why?
I just never. Long story short, Taz and I traveling. We had to drive to upstate New York. It was a blizzard. We had to go from upstate New York, Kutcher's in upstate New York.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which was like a old Jewish entertainment place.
Very familiar.
And a lot of famous celebrities used to go there during like the winters and the summers.
Yeah.
And they also, like a lot of New York Knicks used to be bellboys there.
Okay.
They just did a whole thing with, I think it was Wilt Chamberlain.
Oh.
Somebody was a really famous bellboy up there.
Yeah.
They're just, there's no coffee to come to you.
Yeah, I know. You see we got the coffee in
Oh,
here, so it's going
oh,
to percolate,
that's-
and then we're going to
Dude,
French.
I know all about coffee. I'm a connoisseur now.
Okay.
Anyway, Taz made me drink coffee because he slept the entire. We were in a blizzard. I drove 19 hours straight while he slept the entire time.
Oh.
In my 1988 Mercury Cougar, Total Guido. And he was like, "Here, try this," and he gave me a 7-Eleven big gulp coffee for my first ever taste. And I got so violently ill that I never wanted coffee ever again.
Yeah.
I mean, within 15 minutes, I was just like that, and I never liked the taste of it.
While driving in a blizzard.
Yeah.
With all the disgusting things you've ingested and done to your body, it was like, your body went coffee? You're out of your
7-Eleven
mind?
coffee.
I may have also not eaten, but if you went for coffee on an empty stomach, it messes with you.
Yes, the acidity, which is why this is smooth.
Nice.
Yes.
So anyway, I just when you get so violently ill,
You don't
that you
know
don't
what to
want
do with it
and
for a long time.
40 years old doing a movie, and
Sophie's Choice.
Director Tom Zanucci. It was Army of the Damned, a fabulous movie. A movie that should be getting more credit. It's an absolutely great movie, minus all the F-bombs.
Okay.
And it was one of his early movies, and it's he learned from his mistakes of not letting his cast, because everyone was just dropping an F-bomb. That movie could become a cult classic. Every F-bomb, you drink it. You drink.
Right.
Ah.
I think it was something like 117 F-bombs in the movie.
Yeah.
So, but it's a very, very good movie. Myself, Thea Trinidad.
Yes.
You guys are like cops, aren't you?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know her wrestling name. I should know that.
And Bancroft.
Joey
Carl Reiner.
Fatone.
Joey Fatone is in it? Seriously?
Sully Irma.
Yes.
Tony Todd.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Craig Bierko.
Craig Bierko. The Hills Have Eyes.
Yes.
Guy. What is his name?
Oh, the bald guy?
Yeah, famous.
Really?
Oh, the face guy.
Yeah.
You show his face and everyone.
Fabulous.
Weird Science.
No, not Michael Braverman. Is it Michael Braverman? No. Anyway,
Okay.
So we're all doing it. I'm tired. You got to shoot. He's like, "Hey, try some Dunkin' Donuts coffee."
And you're like,
And I had a little sip, and I'm like,
Yeah, real.
he's like, I think I like coffee. So I went 40 years of my life without really ever ingesting coffee. And now I'm a connoisseur. I ingest gallons of it. My most glasses I've ever drank was 19 glasses in a day.
What?
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'll drink a gallon of coffee.
that was a fascinating story. I wish it was somehow shorter.
Why?
That's rude.
What? Bits. We're kind of moving here. It was kind of long-winded.
I thought in podcasts they like stories.
It was kind of like the history of.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? There's 40
I'm standing
decades.
here in my underwear. I'm a 47-year-old man, as you like to call me, a bear. So
I just, I thought if you could maybe get an abridged version next time.
We need to kill some time on the water.
It was. Oh, the water. Yeah, okay. All right. The water's fine.
thanks for having me on your show.
It'd be easy to do.
There is something called squats you can do.
I'm comfortable with my. All right.
And you're
This is
blocking my show.
Not going to make. Okay. That's not going to make very much coffee at all.
Should we do it again?
That's like a cup of coffee.
Is it gonna
Let's live with it and all split and have a sip.
All
I
right.
think that's the best. So we gotta wait 4 minutes now.
Really?
Just
Yeah.
gotta push it down.
Until we all do the nice press.
That's like a gimmick of the show. We all push it down.
And we have these cups. But is there anything else? Do you want a glass?
Be nice.
I like it as a mug.
Me too.
Can we get a mug? Does anyone have a mug? We just want,
Oh.
thank you.
Oh.
Hello.
Right here.
Oh, that's
Who's
sweet.
this
Oh, my God.
Whoa! You just hit every demographic.
This is for every human being, there's one thing you like right now in this image.
A little something for everybody.
Just one thing.
I may have to adjust my underwear.
But that's that classic Tommy Dreamer wit. Very clever and very subtle.
Well, come on in.
Please sit
Please
down.
join.
Not
Say,
inappropriate.
introduce yourself to everyone.
I'm Monique Dupree.
Original Scream Queen. Speaking of actresses.
Yes.
My brother is Tony Todd. He was in the movie too.
Yes.
Yesterday we were discussing one of the many great films that I've done, straight to DVD. What was the name of the guy from The Hills Have Eyes?
I don't remember his name.
But we all remember his face.
Yes,
And that's the
right.
important
I was
thing.
just talking about the other day too.
I think it's Michael Braverman.
That does sound kind of familiar.
You know, when I
want
There's
to
found
something
out
called
name.
the internet.
Yeah.
I was
I'm
saying,
not
I
going
could go grab the
if it's
phone.
infancy. But I hope you're watching, sir. He was super nice and told me great stories of him and Freddie Blassie.
Really?
Oh, really?
Wrestling fan. Wrestling fans, even though this is weird because we're all in our underwear, and but wrestling fans, there's no. We all come together. Like that's how I view my shows and how I view like Saturday. I'm Italian
Yes.
as well as you are, and we all come together. We have Sundays where, Sunday pasta and all that stuff, and I feel we're a big dysfunctional family. Last night at the show, and like you'll see black sitting next to white, sitting next to sexually ambiguous, sitting next to jacked up dudes, and we're all celebrating like we're family.
The same
And
thing.
There's no issues. The world is a crazy place, but when we all come together, wrestling fans, I love it. Young next to old. And just all having a good time.
And I think the
There's no
most...
politics.
We
no
said
nothing.
we said the same thing. Like when I went to wrestling school,
To cover myself.
there's like
It's
all the
pretty good.
guys, all of us that went to wrestling school together. None of us would have been friends if it wasn't for wrestling. You know what I mean? It brings us
Right.
together too.
Who'd you go to wrestling school with? This isn't my show, but I'm.
Yeah,
It's fine.
Take your time, take your
Thank
time.
you for having me on.
It was me, my best friend Chet the Jet Jablonski,
Chet the Jet.
and Chet the Jet,
Alright.
B.J. Whitmer,
Wow.
Nigel McGuinness, Carl Anderson.
So you're an Ohio guy.
Craig Bierko.
Didn't you use him earlier?
A lot of guys.
Did
I
you
think
put
you're
him
right.
in? He's referenced it twice.
I will say, the thing about the dysfunctional family that you were talking about, I think it's beautiful that Billy Gunn seems to have equal disdain
For everybody.
for everyone. And I think that's a very good...
Equal
The
opportunity.
angriest veteran you'll ever meet.
Yeah.
Equal opportunity.
We wrestled once, and he got backstage, and he said, "Man, that's the way wrestling used to be before you young guys fucked it all up." And I said, "Thank you, very sweet of
She
you."
She learned how to work clean, by the way.
Oh, sorry, but maybe there's a demographic that wants me to work blue, as they say, right?
Blue.
In the industry, working blue.
Is that a thing? I
Yeah,
never heard of
I maybe you can explain this to me.
Yes.
So wrestling fans seem to have, like, even on a family show, it's always like, don't swear, don't say shit, don't say ass, but you can put a guy through a table and hit him with a chair.
We were talking about that last night.
Isn't it
It's
weird
so crazy.
that
Yeah.
they're like, do whatever you want,
But
you can slap and
No.
punch people?
No, here's why. If you watch television, you can kill a person, or you could get fight scenes, all that stuff. But on television, like now, it's acceptable to say dick.
Right.
So like
Yeah.
you can't really say shit on television. You can't curse, but you can murder
Kill
a person
people.
on
Yeah.
TV.
But why is that?
kill rate.
I just think it's society's norm. You know,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
it was George Carlin, the 7 words you
Yeah.
can't say. But I just think networks have weird standards.
Yeah.
I know with Impact Wrestling, they can't show blood. You
Yeah.
can't show man
Hitting a woman. Yeah.
but it's a wrestling move, and most of the women are trained by men, and it's just
Yeah.
it's a weird.
And everyone's punching each other in the
Weird.
face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ed Nordum from Impact Wrestling owes me $31.32. In New Orleans, I did a liquor run for the Knockouts party, I showed the receipts. I haven't heard
Nothing?
anything back. Been tweeting him. Nothing. Do you think he should maybe come on? He suggested maybe we could discuss it in our underwear over coffee.
Over coffee.
So
I would like to see that.
That's a great way to
That's
do it.
so let me hit this again, and then we're gonna do the nice. Oh Lord, are we back? We're there. We're gonna do the nice press.
Does this pillow make me look fat?
Can we all gather around here?
You look comfortable, Tommy.
Are we all gonna do a nice slow press?
This is a thing.
This is
Yeah.
a thing. You put your hand, and then Thomas, and then Monique. Slowly
We gotta
and
go
steadily
slower
now,
or
and we're all
explodes.
looking at the camera.
Oh.
And we're all in silence. Just enjoy the. Here we are. And let's just hold because we are one big dysfunctional family, Tommy. And I think that's sweet of you to say such a thing. There we are. And release. Okay.
You are
Okay.
embracing me so hard. I thought you were gentle.
Real
Is that
stiff,
after
brother.
my kiss?
A little bit of
Yeah,
this for
Thank
you.
everybody. Thank you.
A little bit
This is like a little espresso.
for you.
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
A little demi-tasse.
Yeah? Isn't this nice?
That should be more than I thought.
Yeah, well, it's a surprising amount. And this is a greater Napanee. Was this gifted to you?
This was gifted
Yes.
to me.
Oh.
House of Hardcore. We got welcomed to the city by the mayor,
Hmm.
and they gave us some nice mugs. The
Isn't
key to
that
the cities
sweet?
was given out already, so they gave me the mug.
You got some mugs to the city. That's fun. All right, well, let's cheers to
Drinking it black.
Craig Bierko.
Do you drink a black one?
That's how we like it.
Must you? Must you?
What?
I want to discuss culture and philosophy a little bit, and you have to come on here with your smut-ish sayings. Not bad, huh? For just a little thing that we got out of here?
Thank you for
It's
your
fruity.
gift, young lady. Appreciate it.
Mm. Are you thinking the mayor? Is a female mayor? Who are you talking about?
Yeah.
A female mayor, like I'm from the 1900s.
Yeah.
The mayor is a woman.
Exactly.
You out of your mind?
More milk.
Good coffee, buddy.
You don't need milk, but
As much as my hardcore status signifies my life,
Yeah.
but I am a girly man drinker of coffee. I will try any type of when I go to Starbucks or when I go, I'll see like this fruity mocha frappuccino. My daughters.
Are you up on the nitro cold brew? Have you had it yet?
Oh, that's nice. They love everything. All of them, yeah. Nitro's
I've done that bulletproof thing to help lose weight.
I like
How
I
do
that.
look at it. Doesn't
the
really
bulletproof
work.
stuff.
I like the bulletproof.
I didn't like
It's
putting
excellent.
the butter. Candice Michelle, who whipped herself into really, really good shape after having 3 kids, she swore by it. But you also got to do like the keto diet.
Yeah,
Yes.
keto, the high fat.
You can't even pronounce it right.
Come
Maybe
on.
that's your problem.
Give the guy a break,
Calling it
man.
the keto
I thought
diet.
it was keto diet.
Keto.
Keto?
Yeah.
You gotta get out
I
more.
thought keto was the
Good.
Green Hornets guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
This limo driver.
Yeah.
Sato and Koto. The Orient Express. Oh, Lord Alfred Hayes this.
Yeah.
Speaking of having children,
Hashtag mom of 10.
In
10
He hates
children.
my hashtag.
10.
He hates my hashtag.
you have quite a few hashtags.
He's a fan as well.
It's branding.
I don't.
Hashtag mom of 10. How many people can say
Right.
that?
Very true.
But who is looking up the hashtag on
A
Instagram?
lot of people.
Really?
Yes.
They just
A lot of
go.
people
Tell
follow
them
me
they
from that.
follow
I
that.
don't
Tell
know.
Isn't that nice?
I don't know why.
Fitness
I didn't
mom.
know.
Yep,
right.
I do fitness mom, fit over 40. I mean, I'm not as fit anymore, but I
Scream
think for
queen.
over 40.
Good
Right.
stuff, man.
Craig Bierko. Hashtag Craig Bierko. Here's the thing that you were talking about. Now you can say dick, but you can't say shit. I want to be a pioneer of the movement of saying shit. I think it's time that we relax it.
I
I don't
They
think
say
shit is
that
that
shit.
derogatory.
I thought shit was okay on network television. No.
It's Tosh.0 just was able to say shit on his 10 o'clock show. Not that it's live, but if you watch the replay, they bleep it.
So weird.
Can you say bullshit but not shit, or you can't say either?
I wonder.
You can just say bull.
Remember they
That's
did,
a bunch
they
of
did a whole South Park episode
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
NYPD Blue or something said it
Yeah.
once, so they said it
It
like
was a
100
big
times.
deal.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll tell you the craziness or the progression of television from. Am I allowed to tell a story?
Please,
on this coffee
please.
podcast?
Yeah.
Okay. In ECW, we did the first ever girl-on-girl kiss.
Mm-hmm.
We air it. We have Beulah and Kimona go like this, I'm like, what? I'm
Yeah.
watching, and we froze it. They were real close.
Like the end of Rocky.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you hear the crowd react, and we went off the air. We got thrown off of every single network that we were on, except for Philadelphia. And Paul Heyman, to his credit, would fight the networks for what was right. And they were like, you showed lesbianism, you showed a girl and girl kiss. And Paul goes, I never showed it. And in his brilliance, he wanted people to buy the VCR tape. But he never showed it. And he goes, we froze it. And every network said, you implied lesbianism. And how dare you?
Yeah.
How?
So what?
And then we came back from it. They were laying on the ground, kissing. I picked them up, and then I said, I'm hardcore. I'll take them both. And I kissed both of them, and then we had a three-way kiss, but that was okay.
Right.
So you're just talking about the craziness of the network, and then fast forward when Ellen, when they just did their kiss, it wasn't even like a great
I was like,
kiss. Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
And that
we
was
had a better
Oh, I didn't
kiss
even-
3 minutes ago.
I didn't even know Ellen did that. That was
Ellen
the
was
thing.
then the first broadcast kiss. And it was a big deal for her to come out. But think of how the time, nobody cares if you're gay or if you're straight now. And that was under 20 years ago. But for implied. So the networks. We also did one time. I pile drove Francine, and her boobs came out. Aired on television. Didn't even blur it.
So weird.
I think it's so weird that wrestling would even imply any type of homoeroticism. That would be very unusual.
Men rolling around.
Isn't that
Yeah.
very, very weird?
Spandex.
Wrestling to me is like a drag queen show, except the performers are not in on the joke.
That's a unique.
Yeah.
That's why you got into it.
That's why I'm here. I seem to be the only one who sees this now. So,
You see things from a different perspective at times.
most times,
Yeah.
I
I
look at
enjoy,
things like
as we all do, we enjoy our RJ. He's, I will send you probably the weirdest, if a young RJ ever thought that Tommy Dreamer would send him weird texts or DMs of just random old things, I do think you have a old woman fetish.
You do.
yeah, I do. Yes,
You're
You
obsessed.
and Justin Roberts have a
Okay.
weird fetish. So it's all good. But I will send you anything old or make old comments. Charles Nelson Riley, we both
yes,
match Game PM. We
of
both
course.
bonded on it. Yeah, but you gotta understand. I grew up watching those people. I'm 47. You're 30.
Yes, almost not even 30 yet.
Wow.
Yeah, isn't that
Oh my
crazy?
gosh.
Right already.
Yeah, it's because I'm slowly going insane.
Wow, you're still a young kid.
Yeah,
You're on the
That's
cusp.
crazy.
I'm on the cusp, and then it's just gonna. I hear the wheels clicking on the roller coaster.
Yeah. You're
And how is the drop? Can you tell me how the drop is?
It's a long drop. It's a far drop.
How old are you?
I'll be 38 tomorrow.
Wow.
Wow, happy
Thanks.
early
Thanks.
birthday. Look, this is a
Thanks,
birthday
guys.
celebration with
Exactly.
coffee.
Exactly.
How old are you?
43.
Whoa, shit, it's pretty good.
Uh-huh.
And
It's
also
great for
the
having
10,
children.
yeah, the
That's
10
the
is
most-
adds another 10 years per kid. So you're 143.
Am
And
I?
you look, yes.
I want to live to be 300.
Good.
When most people, when we find out how old she is, how many children they has, it's a mental pause, and everybody what?
yeah.
They normally first they'll be just straight up looking at her boobs,
Yeah.
and no matter what they are, they're like, but then
Oh,
she
they're
has 10 kids, and then everybody.
the whole thing changes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then my favorite, and it's borderline race. They're like, well, all the same man, and she's like, yeah, all the same man.
Yes.
That's hilarious.
No baby daddies on the
Yeah, exactly.
And then it was Alicia Eddie Edwards.
Yep.
She straight up goes, how many baby daddies you have? And she
Jesus.
goes, what? She couldn't fathom. She seriously was looking like,
It just
she couldn't fathom that some person would have 10 children with just one
one person. Yeah. I can
It
totally
was
see her
awesome.
saying that.
Yeah.
How
And
many baby daddies?
She was like, Eddie, it's wicked over here. This girl, she's got 10 children, Eddie.
one baby daddy.
So, back to vulgarity. Are you familiar with my new catchphrase that's changing the wrestling landscape?
No.
I heard about
Okay,
it.
so my theory is this. That when, what happened, and then, yes happened, and then, every other wrestler wants to have one word that they can just repeat and hope everything can catch on.
You put it out
Anything.
there.
What?
Okay, what?
You ready for mine?
Oh, boy.
Hey, what are you, buddy? A piece of shit or something?
Think it'll catch on?
I have sold out of my first print of shirts. I'm getting pins made, and I'm getting mugs made that say, I'm coming back. Hey, what are you, buddy?
He's
A piece of shit or
butt.
something? Okay, I have a
Cute little
small,
butt.
a cute little butt, though. It's not, see?
It's like a
I really
cute
look
little
at men's butt.
child.
What do you think? What do you
A
think about it?
child's butt.
So say we get in the
It's a
ring, you
little
come
small.
out and you're all like, I'm hardcore, I innovate things, as you often
Violence,
do.
yes.
Yeah, violence. I'm very angry, tables and trap pants and all that thing. And I slide in and I go, hey, what are you, buddy? Piece of shit or something? And now the ball is in your court.
Glad you like it.
Yeah.
Stranger Things have gotten over.
Yes.
So Stranger Things got over.
Stranger Things got over.
I think because it's you, and you could pull it off
Right.
for some reason.
Right. I'm a contrarian,
Being you.
I would say.
I would have thought like maybe you were trying to get like what's old is new, like maybe Jerry Lewis, like lady.
Hassanov.
I thought maybe you could try to get that over more so that.
Yes.
A long-winded
Yeah.
phrase.
Why are you hugging that pillow?
Because my underwear are tight when I leave. I was watching the show. I wish I had like Ric Flair sock holders.
Yes, just to slip them right in.
You got to get him on the show.
He'll do it.
Ah, sure.
We had a wonderful discussion about Steve Madden and Perry Ellis. So I'm sure we could talk Mets. You know, when I saw it, I was like, hey, RJ, nice to meet you. He's like, hey, Ric Flair. And I wanted to be like, look, it's so nice of you to say, but you know what I mean? Isn't that
What,
weird?
like I know kind of thing?
Yeah, a little bit.
Introduce
A little, I know, it's just, I
He
don't
doesn't
know.
expect you to know who he
I know, and it's too humble, and it makes me uncomfortable.
Good.
You know? Genuine displays of emotion weird me out.
is. Obviously.
So, at any rate, this has been fun,
Yeah, coffee was great.
and I want to say thank you to all of you, and especially to Craig Bierico for watching.
Thank you. Michael Brakeman as well.
And let's get can we push this away? And we'll get a final, at the end, they spin, they can get a final shot of the coffee and underwear. If you all want to maybe do that.
Well,
Together,
my
thank you,
underwear
Michelle.
has obscenities on it. So.
We just said shit. We just broke the shit barrier. Can we move this here?
So what do I got to do?
We're just going to spin. Look, I'll do a sample one, just me, for the kids at home here. And look, like this, so they get a little shot of everything. Over shit. And that's it.
That's weird.
Do you have to hold your
The
cup?
back of
Well, it's
my,
coffee and underwear.
my
That's true.
body does not look. It's not good. It's not good.
You look great.
You
everybody.
get in. Are we doing
We're gonna
this?
spin that
Okay,
one.
Which way do you want to
we're gonna
spin?
do it.
Yeah.
It's Tommy's show, so maybe he can tell us which way to spin.
Maybe
No,
we
I
should
just-
all spin out this
I
way.
spin my
Yeah.
pillow like
Just-
this.
Okay.
Let's
Yes.
spin the
Okay.
pillow.
All right. Don't give them everything.
Uh-oh.
All right. We're going. Look, we're going.
Okay.
We're spinning.
Season
Oh
two.
no! Now we're looking at each
Season
other.
two.
I didn't want to look at you while I was
That was
spinning.
great.
contact.
The
Oh
eye
God!
contact
He's
was
still
awesome.
looking at me. Oh. All right. Well.
I'm hardcore.
Hardcore.
Should have put me in the middle or something.
Probably.
You guys were all staring at one another, and I was just
Weird. Put the one
Well,
We crossed streams, all three of us.
That was a disaster.
I'm never
Let's,
coming on this podcast.
That was awesome.
Let's just
For
eat
me.
it.
Hey guys, let's get ready to go. We got a show today.
Bye.
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.